Welcome to Casual Talk English. Here you will learn real English through simple, everyday conversations. No grammar pressure, no textbooks, just natural English you can actually use. Let's talk and learn together.
Hey, Kylie. How's your morning going?
Oh, hey, Jordan. Pretty good. I was just thinking about English learning for beginners today, actually.
English learning for beginners. What brought that up?
Well, my cousin just texted me. She lives in Mexico and she wants to start learning English. She asked me for advice, and I realized I don't even know where to tell someone to start.
Yeah, that's a big question. There's so much to learn. Where do you even begin?
Exactly. Like, do you start with grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation? I have no idea.
It can be overwhelming. I remember when I tried to learn Spanish in high school, I was so confused at first.
Right? And I want to give her good advice, not just say, download an app or something.
Well, apps can be helpful, but yeah, there's more to it than that.
So, what would you tell someone who's just starting out? You've thought about this stuff before, right?
Well, yeah, actually. My girlfriend is from Brazil, and when we first met, her English was pretty basic. I helped her improve a lot.
Oh, perfect. So you have experience with this.
I do, and I learned a lot about what works and what doesn't.
Okay, so tell me everything. Where should a total beginner start?
All right, so first thing, I think the most important thing is to start with the basics, and I mean really basic.
Like what? The alphabet?
Well, if their language uses a different alphabet, then yes. But for most people, I mean basic words and phrases that you use every single day.
Like hello and goodbye?
Exactly. Greetings, introductions, simple questions, the stuff you need to survive a basic conversation.
That makes sense. So, like, my name is, how are you, that kind of thing.
Yes, because here's the thing. If you can't introduce yourself or say hello, learning complex grammar rules doesn't really help you, you know?
Right. You need the practical stuff first.
Exactly. It's like building a house. You need a foundation before you can add the fancy decorations.
I like that analogy. So, basic phrases are the foundation.
Yep. And the cool thing is, once you learn some basic phrases, you can actually start having simple conversations right away.
That must feel good, like immediate progress.
Yes, and that's so important for motivation. If you study for months and never actually speak to anyone, you'll get discouraged.
Oh, that's such a good point. So, beginners should try to use English right away, even if they only know a little?
Absolutely. Even if it's just saying hello and thank you to someone, it counts.
Okay, so basic phrases first. What else? What about vocabulary? Like, how many words should a beginner try to learn?
Well, here's the thing about vocabulary. Beginners sometimes try to memorize huge lists of random words.
And that doesn't work?
Not really. I mean, you might remember them short term, but without context, you forget them quickly.
So, what's better?
Learn words in context. Learn them in phrases or sentences, not alone.
Oh, so instead of just learning apple, you learn I eat an apple.
Exactly, because then you're learning the word and how to use it.
That's smart. You're learning multiple things at once.
Right, and you should focus on high-frequency words first.
What are high frequency words?
Words that native speakers use all the time, like have, go, make, get, be.
Oh, so the most common verbs.
Yes, and common nouns like day, time, person, thing, the words that show up in every conversation.
That makes so much sense. Why learn rare words when you don't know the common ones yet?
Exactly. It's like why learn the word exquisite when you don't know good yet?
Right, priorities.
There's actually research that says if you know the 1,000 most common English words, you can understand about 80% of everyday conversation.
Really? Just 1,000 words?
Yeah, obviously you need more for full fluency, but 1,000 words gets you pretty far.
Wow, that's actually encouraging. 1,000 seems doable.
It is, especially if you learn them over several months. That's only like, calculating, 10 words a day for 100 days.
That's totally manageable. Okay, so basic phrases and high frequency vocabulary. What about grammar?
Ah, grammar, the scary topic.
Is it scary? I mean, for beginners?
It can be. A lot of people get overwhelmed by grammar rules.
So what should beginners do? Ignore grammar?
No, you can't ignore it completely. Grammar is important, but you don't need to learn everything at once.
So what's the approach?
Start with the most basic structures. Present tense first, simple sentences, subject, verb, object.
Like, I eat pizza, or she likes cats.
Perfect examples. Yes, just simple, present tense sentences.
And then add more complicated stuff later.
Exactly. Once you're comfortable with present tense, add past tense, then future, then perfect tenses, conditionals, all that complicated stuff.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. And here's the thing, you don't need to understand every grammar rule to start speaking.
Really?
Really, kids learn their first language without knowing any grammar rules. They just listen and copy patterns.
Oh, that's true. I never thought about it that way.
So sometimes it's better to learn patterns by example rather than memorizing rules.
Like you hear, I'm going to the store so many times that you just know that's how you say it.
Exactly. Your brain picks up the pattern naturally.
That's actually how I learned some Spanish. I never learned the grammar rule, but I knew how to say things because I heard them so often.
See, it works. So for beginners, I'd say learn some basic grammar, but don't obsess over it. Focus more on exposure and practice.
Exposure and practice. Speaking of exposure, what about listening? Should beginners listen to English a lot?
Oh my gosh, yes. Listening is so important
Why is it so important?
because you can't speak a language if you can't understand it first. Listening comes before speaking.
That makes sense. Babies listen for like a year before they start talking, right?
Exactly. Listening trains your ear to the sounds, the rhythm, the intonation of the language.
So, what should beginners listen to? Like native speakers talking at full speed?
No, not at first. That would be too hard. They'd understand nothing and get frustrated.
So then what?
Start with content made for learners. Slow, clear English with simple vocabulary.
Like English teaching podcasts or YouTube videos.
Perfect. Yes, there's tons of resources specifically for beginners that speak slowly and clearly.
And then gradually move to faster, more natural content.
Exactly. It's like training wheels. You start with support, then gradually remove it.
What about things like movies or TV shows? Are those good for beginners?
Tink, they can be, but they're hard for true beginners. The language is fast and natural. There's slang, cultural references.
So maybe not right away.
I'd say wait until you're at an intermediate level. Or if you do watch them as a beginner, use subtitles in your own language just to follow the story, but don't expect to understand the English.
So it's more for motivation? Like someday I'll understand this?
Yeah, exactly. It gives you a goal to work toward.
Okay, that makes sense. What about reading? Should beginners read in English?
Definitely. Reading is super helpful.
But isn't reading hard for beginners?
It can be if you try to read normal books, but there are graded readers specifically for language learners.
What are graded readers?
They're books written with limited vocabulary, designed for different levels. So a beginner book might only use 300 words, and the sentences are simple.
Oh, that's cool. So you can read a whole book even as a beginner.
Exactly. And that feels really good. It's motivating.
I bet. What kind of stories are they?
All kinds. Romance, mystery, adventure, biography. It's something for everyone.
So you can read something you're actually interested in, not just boring textbook stuff.
Yes, that's the key. If you're interested in the content, you'll keep reading.
And the more you read, the more you learn.
Exactly. Plus, reading helps you see how sentences are structured, how words are spelled, how grammar works in context.
It's like learning by example again?
Yep, pattern recognition. Your brain is really good at that.
Okay, so we've talked about phrases, vocabulary, grammar, listening, and reading. What about speaking? That's the scary one for most people, right?
Oh yeah, speaking is definitely scary for beginners.
Why is it so scary?
Fear of making mistakes, fear of not being understood, fear of sounding stupid. There are lots of reasons.
That's sad. Everyone makes mistakes when they're learning.
I know, but the fear is real. My girlfriend used to get so nervous when she had to speak English.
How did you help her get over that?
Well, first, I made sure she knew that mistakes were totally okay. I never corrected her harshly, never laughed at her errors.
You created a safe space for practice.
Exactly. She needed to feel comfortable making mistakes with me.
That's so important. So beginners need a supportive practice partner.
It really helps, whether it's a teacher, a tutor, a language exchange partner, or a patient friend.
What if they don't have anyone to practice with?
Then they can practice alone, talk to themselves.
We talked about this before, the talking to yourself method.
Yes, it sounds weird, but it works. You can practice without judgment.
What else can help beginners with speaking?
I'd say start by repeating what you hear, like listen to a sentence and try to copy it exactly.
Oh, like mimicking.
Yes, it helps you practice pronunciation and intonation.
Like copying how native speakers sound.
Exactly. You're training your mouth muscles to make new sounds.
I never thought about mouth muscles.
Oh, yeah. Different languages use different muscles. English sounds might be new for your mouth.
That's so interesting. So you have to physically practice making the sounds.
Yep, it's like learning a musical instrument. You have to train your muscles through repetition.
Wow, so language learning is physical too, not just mental?
Absolutely. Your mouth, your ears, your brain, everything is learning together.
I love learning about this stuff. Okay, what else should beginners know about speaking?
Don't worry about speaking perfectly. Focus on communication.
What's the difference?
Perfect speaking means no mistakes, perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation. Communication means the other person understands you.
So communication is the goal, not perfection.
Yes, perfection can come later. Right now, just be understood.
That takes so much pressure off.
It does, and honestly, native speakers make mistakes all the time. We don't speak perfectly either.
That's true. We say and forget words and everything.
Exactly. So beginners shouldn't hold themselves to impossible standards.
That's really encouraging. Pause. What about pronunciation? Should beginners worry about their accent?
No, accents are normal and fine.
Really? But a lot of people want to sound like native speakers.
That's a nice goal, but it's not necessary. As long as people can understand you, your accent is fine.
So focus on clarity, not on sounding American or British.
Exactly. Some sounds are important to get right because they change meaning, like ship versus sheep.
Yeah, those are different.
Right, but small accent differences are totally fine. English is a global language. There are so many accents.
Indian English, Nigerian English, Singapore English.
Yes, all valid, all English. So beginners shouldn't stress about sounding exactly like someone from California or London.
That's really liberating, I think.
I hope so. Language learning should be enjoyable, not stressful.
Agreed. Okay, what about writing? Should beginners practice writing?
Yes, but it's probably the lowest priority at first.
Why is that?
Because speaking and listening are more immediately useful. Writing is important, but it can come a bit later.
So focus on conversation first.
I think so, yeah, unless someone specifically needs writing for work or school.
That makes sense. But when they do start writing, what should they practice?
Start simple. Write about your day. Write what you did, what you ate, how you felt.
Like a diary in English?
Perfect. Yes, a diary is a great way to practice.
Because it's personal and you already know what you want to say.
Exactly. You're not trying to come up with creative ideas. You're just describing your life.
And you can look up words you don't know.
Yep. And you're practicing grammar and spelling at your own pace. No pressure.
I like that. Okay, let's talk about resources. What tools should beginners use?
Oh, there's so many. Apps, websites, YouTube channels, books.
Should they use all of them?
No, that would be overwhelming. Pick a few that you like and stick with them.
What apps do you recommend?
Well, Duolingo is popular for beginners. It's free and game-like, which makes it fun.
I've heard of that one. What else?
Anki is great for vocabulary. It's a flashcard app that uses spaced repetition.
What's spaced repetition?
It shows you words right when you're about to forget them, which helps you remember long-term.
Oh, smart. So it's scientifically designed.
Yeah, it's based on research about how memory works.
Cool. What else?
YouTube is amazing. There's so many English teachers making free content.
Like channels specifically for beginners?
Tons of them. And the great thing about YouTube is you can pause, replay, slow down. You control the pace.
And it's free.
Yes, that's important too. Learning English doesn't have to be expensive.
What about paid resources? Are they worth it?
Some are. Like if you can afford a tutor or online classes, that can really accelerate your learning.
Because you get personalized feedback?
Exactly. A teacher can correct your mistakes, answer your questions, tailor lessons to your needs.
But if you can't afford that, you can still learn with free resources.
Absolutely. I know people who became fluent using only free resources. It takes longer and requires more self-discipline, but it's totally possible.
That's encouraging. Learning should be accessible to everyone.
I agree. Oh, here's another important thing for beginners. Set realistic goals.
What do you mean?
Don't expect to be fluent in 3 months. Language learning takes time.
How long does it usually take?
Well, it depends on so many factors. Your native language, how much time you practice, your learning methods.
But like a rough estimate.
For English specifically, if you practice consistently, maybe you can have basic conversations in 6 months, intermediate level in a year or 2.
And fluency?
Real fluency? Probably several years of consistent practice.
Nodding. So it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. And that's why motivation is so important.
How do beginners stay motivated?
Well, having a clear reason helps. Why do you want to learn English?
Like for work? For travel? For fun?
Yes, if you have a strong why, it's easier to keep going when it gets hard.
That makes sense. What else?
Celebrate small wins. Every new word you learn, every sentence you understand, every conversation you have, those are victories.
Focus on progress, not perfection.
Yes, exactly. And don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace.
That's such good advice for anything, not just language learning.
True. It's a good life philosophy.
Yes. Okay, so if we were going to summarize everything for your cousin, what would we tell her?
All right, let's see. Start with basic phrases and high-frequency vocabulary.
Check. Number 2.
Learn grammar gradually. Start simple, add complexity over time.
Okay, what else?
Listen a lot. Train your ear with beginner-friendly content.
Got it. Number 4.
Read graded readers at your level. Make reading enjoyable.
Number 5.
Practice speaking, even if it's just to yourself. Don't be afraid of mistakes.
6.
Don't worry about your accent. Focus on clear communication.
7.
Use a mix of resources, apps, YouTube, books, whatever works for you.
And 8.
Set realistic goals, stay motivated, celebrate progress, and be patient with yourself.
That's perfect. That's really practical advice.
And one more thing,
What's that?
make it fun. If you're enjoying the process, you'll stick with it.
Yes, learn with content you actually like.
Exactly. If you love cooking, learn English through cooking videos. If you love music, learn through song lyrics.
Make English a part of things you already enjoy.
Yes, integrate it into your life instead of treating it like a boring chore.
That's such good advice. You know, this conversation has been so helpful. I feel like I can actually give my cousin good guidance now.
Yeah, I'm glad. Tell her I'm cheering for her.
I will, and who knows, maybe she'll be fluent in a couple years.
I bet she will, especially if she's consistent and doesn't give up.
The key is consistency, right? A little bit every day.
Absolutely. 15 minutes every day is better than 3 hours once a week.
Because your brain needs regular exposure?
Exactly. It's like watering a plant. Regular watering is better than flooding it once in a while.
Another great analogy.
I'm full of them today.
You are. Plant analogies, house analogies, instrument analogies.
I can't help it. Analogies make things clearer.
They do. They really do. Well, I should probably text my cousin back now. She's probably wondering what took me so long.
Just tell her you were doing research.
I was expert research with Jordan, the English teacher.
Well, former English teacher. I'm not teaching anymore.
Well, you're still really good at explaining this stuff.
Thanks, Kylie. That's nice of you to say.
I mean it. You should make YouTube videos or something.
Maybe I will. I've thought about it.
You should. People would love this kind of practical advice.
Maybe I will.
Do it. I'll be your first subscriber.
Deal. All right. Well, good luck with your cousin. I hope she does great.
Thanks. I'll send her all these tips.
And tell her she can do it. Learning English is totally possible.
I will. All right, I'm going to head out. Thanks for all the help, Jordan.
Anytime. It was fun talking about this.
It really was. We should do coffee more often.
Definitely. Let's not wait another month.
Agreed. All right, take care.
You too. Say hi to your cousin for me.
I will. Bye, Jordan.
Bye, Kylie.